What the hell is this?
An official statement where you finally take responsibility for what happened to our father.
Don't say we didn't warn you.
Christopher Ye is alive and well. News his family tried to hide.
I'm an investigator. I'm here to speak to you about Cassandra Gunn.
Your startup. Again?
I might not have another chance, Nora.
It is true. My brother Chris has returned to us after his disappearance.
It's just a chat.
With a reporter.
I understand that you'll be giving us an exclusive today, Sammy.
Should I face the camera or...?
Face me, please. Right, we're ready. Shall we? Okay, Sammy. Thank you for joining us on this interview today. Let's start by talking about your relationship with Christopher Ye.
We are friends. Good friends.
Are you still friends with the others? The ones with you at Ubin?
We all lead very different lives now.
And it's about to get even more different now, isn't it? So what were your first thoughts when you found out about Christopher's miraculous return?
Relieved? I thought I'd never see him again.
I can imagine. And have you been spending much time with him since he came back?
He's been spending much needed time with his family right now.
Of course. Although, according to the co-siblings, Christopher has been back for quite a while already. Or if you choose to believe in the conspiracy theories, he was never missing at all. So why did the family choose not to say anything about it?
It's really not my place to say.
But surely you can say something about the allegations made by the Coast.
We just
After
told the
all, it
police
was your
what we
eyewitness
saw.
statements that led the police to their father, who later died in remand from a heart attack caused by stress of the investigation. So what's it like to be caught up in the middle of all this again? Tell us, what really happened in Ubin?
What if we just told them the truth?
You mean tell them Riza started a fight with Chris?
Or that Leonard punched him? Just why his head hit that rock?
Or that it was his own sister pulling him back that caused it?
Or that I let him wash out to sea and let him drown? We don't know he's dead.
But most likely, right?
It was an accident.
They'll still blame us. They'll throw us in jail. And even if they don't,
We'll be remembered as the ones who killed Chris for the rest of our lives.
remember what Chris used to say? We're best friends forever now. We stick together, protect each other.
You want us to lie?
I want us to protect each other, just like how Chris wanted. We have to come up with a believable story about what happened tonight.
But what if God comes back?
Jasmine, I'm sorry, but... Chris is not coming back. We were woken up by sounds.
Rustling leaves, creaking branches. We tried to scare each other, pretending there are monsters outside.
Telling ghost stories, calling out each other's names.
Telling the ghost to get him or her.
But when we called Chris's name,
He didn't answer.
we went to check. His tent was empty.
We thought he went to pee or something.
So we waited and waited.
We suspected something was wrong. So we went to look for him. And then we saw him at the beach. And he was not alone. A man had his hand over Chris's mouth, dragging him away into a small boat. We tried chasing after them, but they were too far.
Can you describe this man?
He was tall.
Thin, quite muscular.
But it was dark, so
I couldn't see him clearly.
I couldn't make out much.
I can't tell you anything more.
What the hell, Sammy?
Look, it's not that bad.
We said to lay low because we wanted to starve the media, to let things die down a little. Your little interview just turned this into a feeding frenzy.
Okay, it is bad. But I didn't mean to, okay? My producer kind of forced me into it.
Tell him to go to hell. My God, Sammy, what if you let things slip about Udi?
But I didn't. And I need the work.
So do I. So do Leonard and Riza.
I don't work a 9 to 5 like you guys, Jess. I don't have paid leave. I can't afford to sit around and wait for things to die down. And I certainly can't say no to the producer who wants my help to drum up publicity.
So in other words, you did this for money and publicity.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Oh, but you're happy to let reporters do that for you. Did you even stop to think how this would affect my brother? Me? The others?
Look, I'm not trying to.
If this is what it takes to make you stay home, then fine.
Jess.
Whatever.
What are you doing? What?
I'll transfer this amount over to you. Right now. One click.
What the hell happened to you, Jess? Huh? You were never such a bitch.
What? Not enough? That's 3 months worth of my pay.
Go to hell, Jess.
Hey,
What?
you asked what happened to me. I grew up. And it's time you did too.
Investigators, working from descriptions provided by the victim's sister and friends, were led to a man by the name of Teo Beng Kui.
妹妹啊，应该去睡觉喽。
Teo Beng Kui implicated businessman Ko Kong Kiat in the teenager's disappearance.
那不是 Mr. Cole 吗？
Ko, the former partner and current rival of Christopher's father, land developer Robert Ye, was taken into custody this evening.
哎呦，他怎么可以做出那样缺德的事？
Where's Sammy?
She's not coming.
Let me guess. You whacked her for the interview, just like you whacked me when you thought I leaked the news of Chris's return. You're trying to piss off everybody, is it?
Riz, enough.
We all done with the small talk? Good. For your information, our lawyers contacted the lawyers for the Ko siblings to discuss an out-of-court settlement.
And how much to make it all go away?
Nothing. They don't want to make it go away. They want to go to court.
Then they'll lose.
They won't care as long as they win in the court of public opinion. The point is to drag our family name through the mud. The public's half convinced that there was a conspiracy against their father.
The public are idiots.
Excuse me, but why are Leonard and I here? I mean, no offense, but this sounds like a family affair.
Like it or not, you will be dragged into this. The lawsuit calls into question your statements from 15 years ago. And the Kos are out for blood. Anything you and your family say can and will be used against us.
Our families? But they've got nothing to do with this.
Did you learn to be this naive? Or were you just born that way?
Will we need lawyers too?
Yes, of course.
It's advisable. There's a chance the Kos might file to make you all liable in the suit as well. Look, the backlash is going to be intense. You need to be prepared. It's going to get a lot worse before it gets better.
Alvin?
Sammy, is this a bad time?
No, it's fine. Do you need me to come in for a script read or?
No, it's there's been some developments concerning your role.
A development?
The scandal is causing quite a stir. The bosses are worried about your image.
About my image?
They fear the fallout from the scandal is gonna distract from the production, especially after the interview.
You made me do that interview.
It was an error in judgment.
Your error. And I'm the one paying the price.
I'm really sorry. The bosses, there was no other choice. I'll have to recast your role.
You're firing me for helping you?
I'm sorry.
No.
I think it's time to come clean.
No.
Are you for real?
No way. Sammy heard someone that night. And that man was on Ubin. And he did point the finger at Kiat.
Stop it, Jess. An innocent man died.
He died of a weak heart.
Because of us. We had an excuse then because we were young and scared and stupid then. But we aren't now.
You sure about that? A few days ago, you said what we did wasn't a crime. So I went to check.
Of course you did.
We gave false evidence to the police, Len. That is a crime. It carries a 7-year sentence and there's no statute of limitations on that. What would happen to your families then? To Nora and Anna? To your fiancé and your ma?
She's right, man. We've got too much to lose now.
Then what about Chris? If anyone deserves to know the truth about Ubin, it's him.
Len, you convinced us to lie. To protect each other. And now, we're gonna have to see this through to the end. We have no other option.
I have to go.
Look, about the other day when I accused you of leaking Chris's return, I jumped to conclusions. I'm sorry. I should have been a better friend.
If I were you, I would have thought the same thing. But then again, if I were you, I would have cracked a long time ago. Just remember, some good did come out of all of this. Chris is back, and things will go back to normal. But until then, we're here for you.
Thanks. I owe you one.
I should get back to my office. See you. What the?
Riza, would you mind stepping in?
What's this?
Riza, let's talk about this inside.
Just tell me what's going on.
You have been let go.
On what grounds? Is it because of all the sudden leave I had to take?
That has nothing to do with it.
Then?
Daniel from IT was doing some maintenance on our cloud drive, and he came across materials for something called Kaksa. Everything on your work computer is automatically backed up on our cloud. You have been freelancing on company's time, Riza.
I wasn't freelancing. It was a personal project.
Either way, You've been using company resources to do unrelated work when you should have been working on the design projects we assigned you. That's cause for immediate dismissal.
Whatever. I was gonna quit anyway.
I wish you did. Then I wouldn't have stuck my neck out for you for the Middle East posting. And you could have left on your own instead of being fired.
Our people in Indonesia are trying to find out what happened with Chris. 很快就有消息了。对了 ，James 跟 Andy Cole 怎么样 ？They won't give chance. I got other ways to make them give chance. I'll take some men.
Then those bastards will go on TV all bruised up to accuse us of trying to silence them. This isn't business as usual, Eddie.
如果这件事闹上法庭，我们就不好看。我们开始早就应该。Robert.
You don't understand, Eddie.
Robert.
My wife. She's on the way back. Because of him.
Yes, but this may be the end for you and me.
You think I don't know that? How? How did everything go so wrong? Hello?
Is it Chris? Did they find him?
You've seen him, have you? Can you tell me which leg his mole is on? He doesn't have a mole on either leg. Do not call here again.
Another fake tip. Already 4 today.
Why are people so horrible?
It's just a few idiots.
Chris is gone. I'm never going to see him again. He's gone, Robert. My baby is gone.
It's okay.
He's gone.
All right. Chris is all right. I know it.
He's gone,
okay.
Robert. I'm never going to see him again. I'm never going to
Snap
see him.
out of it! Crying isn't going to bring Chris back.
I'll go and pass this around.
I'm sorry, dear. I didn't mean it. I'll ask the doctor to prescribe you something.
My baby.
Robert, we really must solve this problem.
Arrange for Chris to see a psychologist. Someone we can trust.
Dr. Frank.
Tell her to try and get inside his head. And find out what he wants, what he's got planned. We need to know before we can act accordingly.
You think he will agree? He won't suspect?
I'm a father who just wants to help his son. Wanting him to see a psychologist for his amnesia and trauma is to be expected.
Then, what if Dr. Frank finds out too much?
Then we'll have to tell the doctor to keep it secret. For our own good.
Riz, bangun Riz. Riz, cepat bangun. No more sleeping. You are so late for work tau. Why did your alarm go off?
Because I didn't set it.
Why not?
Nora. Before anything else, you need to know I didn't tell you last night because I know you had a long day and I love you.
Quit stalling.
Got laid off yesterday.
What? Apa you buat sekarang?
Why you straight away assume I did something? For all you know, the company might have gone bust or... They caught me doing work on my startup on company time.
Riz. Anna's daycare fees are due, and on top of that, we have the hospital bill from her
know, okay? I know. And, since we're on the topic of bad news.
Apa lagi?
The lawsuit involving Chris and his family? I think I might need a lawyer too.
Riz, this is so bad. Okay, our savings can tide us over for a while, but a lawyer... And what? For something that happened when you were a kid?
I guess it's true what they say. You can never escape your past. I'll find something. Soon, I promise. I'll do whatever it takes for you and Anna. Okay?
Yeah. You're still in the same clothes. You didn't go home?
Wow. No wonder you're a detective.
Of course. So that's Cassandra Gunn. Pretty. This is that old case that you're so obsessed about, right?
I'm not obsessed.
Not obsessed. You left me to do the Andy Wong stakeout alone, just so you could go and question Chris Ye as soon as you heard he was back.
I just want to get justice.
For her or for you? I'm just saying, this is the one case that you couldn't solve. So maybe you're doing this more for yourself than for her.
It doesn't matter who I do it for, as long as I can get the truth.
So how's that going for you?
He doesn't remember anything.
What do you expect? 15 years. Plus he has amnesia.
But I've got some other tricks up my sleeve. And maybe another one of Cassandra Gunn's other students to speak to.
Tell me again, why do I have to see this woman?
She can help you.
But I don't want her poking around inside my head.
You can remember anything new since you came back?
No.
还有做噩梦吗？
Huh?
You still got nightmares or not?
Yes.
Do you want to move on with your life?
Yes, but
Then shut up and just go inside.
She better not have your bedside manner.
Christopher, please, come in.
You want to hypnotize me?
I know most people think of hypnosis as something you see in a circus act, but hypnotherapy really is a technique of guided relaxation. When the brain registers a traumatic event, it simply protects itself by suppressing the memory.
So, turning me into a sleepwalking zombie will unsuppress it?
Hypnotherapy simply puts you in a highly focused state, which makes it easier to unlock access to your memories. That's all.
So how are we gonna do this? Are you gonna wave a pocket watch in front of my face until I fall asleep? Then bam! Everything's back to normal. Is that it?
Only a fool will think like that. But you're no fool, Chris. I can't promise you that all your problems will go away with just one session. But ask yourself, what have you got to lose?
What do I do?
Just lie down and close your eyes. I hope you don't mind doctor-patient confidentiality. You understand?
Sure. I'll wait outside.
Your financial projections for the Longnan Tech Park page look good. Of course, I need to double check. You never know if Mr. Zhang will spot a mistake. Or three.
You just need to make sure you come through with the ops plan.
Unlike you, I'm actually good at my job.
Don't mess this up for me, Anton. I've sweat blood on this. This is going to be my big project.
Hey, relax. This is a big deal for me too, okay? Imagine having this on your resume. I'm not about to jeopardize it. Assuming we get the go-ahead from the Chinese officials, that is.
We will. Our only real competitors, the Coast siblings. And with Mr. Zhang in our pocket, we will have the advantage. Just as long as this pitch doesn't suck. Then again, it shouldn't. Unless you mess this up.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, so what's next?
Let's move on to the construction reports on Avondale Mall.
Are we? Going ahead with Avondale Mall?
Why wouldn't we?
Because the Koh siblings, bosses of our very reluctant partners KDT Holdings, happen to be suing your dad CEO of our company?
That's a private matter. This is business.
They are accusing your family of driving their father to his death. I think this goes way beyond business.
Is there something you would like to ask me directly, Anton?
Nope. I think I have all I need. Oh, you're that guy with the pitch that crashed and burned. Mr. Rizal?
Rizal.
Whatever.
Riza, what are you doing here?
I'm sorry. I know I should have called first, but I need a favor. I need a job.
I know this all seems very new to you now, but it was a very good first session, Chris. However, there's a lot more work that needs to be done.
I know I was skeptical earlier, but now, taking the first step, this feels right.
I'm glad to hear that.
How? Good. Relaxing. I felt like I was floating.
Remember anything?
Why are you so curious?
Not curious, worried. A lot of people want you to get better.
And we'll get there. Slowly but surely. See you next week?
Definitely.
I'll send you and Mr. Yen my report in a couple of hours.
Mr. Goh? Mr. Goh! You left your phone in class.
Oh, thanks. What?
Are you okay, Mr. Goh? You seemed pretty out of it in class today.
You even forgot to collect last week's homework.
Oh. Yeah, you guys did all that last-minute copying from each other for nothing then.
Sir, are you worried about the lawsuit?
It's all over the news, sir.
Well, at least you're keeping up with current affairs.
Sir, we wanted to give you this.
We want to help.
Everyone chipped in to help you hire a good lawyer.
I appreciate this, really. But I can't accept it.
But
I won't need it. I promise. Things are under control. Why don't you put it towards our class fund for our year-end party?
Okay.
Okay.
Just came in. The report from Dr. Frank.
I hope it's worth what we paid her for. Was he really under hypnosis?
The doctor say cannot fake.
I agree, it's hard to fake, but it's not impossible. What did he say while he was under?
He said he was abused. They forced him to beg on the streets.
Which he already told us.
Dr. Frank wants to see him again.
Continue the sessions. Need to find out what he knows or doesn't, and just what the hell he's up to and what he wants, so we know exactly how to deal with him. If it's not too late by then.
Monsieur, I need to speak to you. Oh, wait, don't be alarmed.
You can talk to the police if you don't get the hell away from me.
No, listen. I was a police inspector. I briefly worked on your brother's case.
A lot of people worked on his case.
I know, but that's not what I want to talk to you about. I want to speak to you about Cassandra Gunn. You remember Cassandra Gunn, don't you? She was your...
Piano teacher. Yes, why?
She was killed this year. I was the IO on her case.
I liked Miss Gunn. She was very nice to my brother and I. But I don't see what this has got to do with me.
Your brother was probably the last person who saw her alive. But you had lessons with her the day before him. So I was just wondering if you remember hearing or seeing anything.
No, I don't. But it's been 15 years. Why didn't you ask us back then?
I did. I asked your father permission to speak to you the night he gave us the info that led to the arrest of his former business partner. And
Wait, what did you say? What did you do to Uncle Kit?
Excuse me?
You were the one who pointed the finger at your former partner.
What are you talking about?
I know, Dad. I know it was you.
The police were at a dead end. They asked me whether I thought anyone would want to get back at me. Naturally, I thought of Kiat. It's not my fault what the police did next.
I know that's not how it went down.
Where's Senior Staff Sergeant Han? Isn't he the Chief Investigation Officer on this?
He is. He's busy looking for your son, along with 2/3 of the force, it seems.
Now, I assume you're here because you have some information.
Yes and no. Nick asked me to come here on his behalf, since I'm already coming about another case.
What other case?
Cassandra Gunn, your children's piano teacher. Found dead not long ago. I've been interviewing her students. I need to speak to your daughter.
No.
Excuse me?
Is my daughter a suspect?
Of course not.
Then you're not going anywhere near her. She's traumatized enough.
But
We already said no, okay?
Have you made any headway in tracking down the man my daughter and her friends saw in Ubin?
With the given description, which is so vague, we're not having much luck with it.
Then you might want to talk to this man. We hired a team of PIs.
When we are actively conducting an investigation your PIs could be interfering with?
We are trying to help Inspector
Teo Beng Kui. He was spotted disembarking at Ubin Jetty the evening of Chris's disappearance.
Now, how the hell did your PIs get that info when we couldn't?
I passed their number to you, and you asked them yourself. But this info, you don't want to investigate? Sure.
Investigators, working from descriptions provided by the victim's sister and friends, were led to a man by the name of Teo Beng Kui, now confirmed to have been on Pulau Ubin on the night of the incident. Teo indicated he'd been paid to orchestrate the disappearance by businessman Koh Kong Kiat. Koh was taken into custody just hours ago at home, where he was with his wife and 2 children.
Andy and James were right. You framed their father.
The statement you and your friends gave to the police. I saw an opportunity. I paid this Teo Beng Kui to accuse Kiat.
Ted! Uncle Kit was innocent!
He stole half my business when he broke off from our company. And he was coming after the rest. He wanted to bankrupt us. I had to do something. I had to protect the business. For you. For your core. It was just to hobble him. Get him out of the way.
Oh, you got him out of the way, all right. Permanently.
That wasn't supposed to happen. Teo was supposed to recant later. That and the lack of evidence meant Kiat would have been released sooner or
You
later.
drove a man to his death. You took a father from his children.
Because I was trying to protect mine. I just wanted to protect us. Family above all. I did it all for our family.
You better fix this, Dad. Fix it, or I will.
what about Chris? If anyone deserves to know the truth about Ubin, it's him.
Yeah. Hey, I was just going out for a walk, stretch my legs a little bit. Wanna come along? May?
It's time we were honest with you, Ko. About that night in Ubin.
Very rare. You calling me. Especially when you have been avoiding me.
I didn't mean to. You've seen the news. You know how crazy it's been. I missed you.
You missed me? Or you need me? I heard about your role.
Does it matter why I called you as long as I called you?
How can I fix this? Bordeaux 82, your favorite.
We can afford our own wine, thank you very much. As for how you can fix things, you know how. It's stated very clearly in our lawsuit.
A public statement that our father is innocent.
My son's return is as good as a public statement.
And you knew he was innocent.
You know I can't do that. It'll open me up to criminal charges.
Well, then there isn't anything to talk about, is there?
If you two learn anything from your father, it's that there's always a deal to be made.
You don't talk about
Our father was taken from us before he could teach us much of anything. But fine, you want to make a deal? We'll accept your punishment in the form of money. But that's how much it will take.
No one has this kind of money.
Then there really isn't anything to talk about, is there?
You ruined his life, tore our family apart, and left his business for dead. Now, we'll do the same to you.
Wait. I'll give you what I offered in my settlement proposal, plus my entire stake in the Avondale Mall development. That project will be yours and yours alone. That's what you've always wanted, right?
It's not the only thing we want. Forwards. Long Nan Tech Park.
That will ruin us.
Maybe. Maybe not. But the lawsuit definitely will. So what will it be, Uncle Robert?
Mr. Yer.
You again?
We didn't finish talking the last time.
We were done.
I just want to know if you remember anything about your piano teacher since the last time.
I said I don't. So now if you excuse me.
Anything. Anything she said to you. Your last lesson together.
I said I don't. All right, now please leave before I call the police.
No, I just... Yeah. You have a good night, Mr. Yer.